Hello students, today we are going to learn about the formation process of a joint stock company. And as you all know that all the companies in India are now under the Companies Act 2013. Earlier it was Companies Act 1956. Now it has been amended and the changes of 2013 are only applicable from 2000 onward. So in this formation process, actually we have to clear 4 stages for a public company. The first stage is promotion, then second stage is incorporation, third stage is capital subscription, and last stage is commencement of business, means starting business. In the promotion stage, which is the first stage, we have to decide that what type of company we want to start. And in reality, we have to found a promoter. Promotion is a stage where ideas are coming into mind and we have to conclude it to only one particular idea, which is best one. So for starting a company, we have to appoint a promoter. So it is our first requirement that we must have a promoter. And who is a promoter? Promoter can be any individual or group of individual, any company or a group of company, any financing institution or group of financial institutions. So anyone can become a promoter if he is qualified for it. And what is the position of a promoter? So the position of a promoter is fiduciary. It means he is neither the owner of the business, nor the agent, nor the trustee. We had appointed him for promotion of our company, and his job is to initiate the process of formation of company and hand over the company to us when it is in a running condition. And then we will pay him his commission or whatever has been agreed. Like if he want instead of commission the shares of company, then we can give him shares also. So he can be paid by any way, but actually he is not the owner of the company and neither the trustee nor the agent. He is just a representative of the owners of a company and he is expert in formation process of a company. So he will document all the things, prepare necessary documents and submit to the registrar of companies. Now in the promotion stage, the promoter has to undertake these functions. And first function here is identification of a business opportunity. So first of all, he will see that which business is feasible here wherever we want to start our company. There may be lot of competitors, so we can decide upon the another business or same business, so it is a long process. After considering several factors, we have to limit ourselves to a single product, whether in goods or in services, whether in manufacturing or in retailing, whatever type of business we are going to do. In the beginning we have all choices, but at the end we have to restrict ourselves to a single business. So he will identify for us which business is better profit giving for us. The next stage is, next point is feasibility studies. Feasibility studies means he will give us alternatives out of which 3 tests are recommended. If any business clear these tests, then it can be carried on. So the 3 tests here are technical feasibility, means whatever we have thought about our new venture or new business, the technology must be available for that particular business. If the technology is not available, then we cannot do that business. So first of all, we will check that whether the technology for that type of business is available or not. Sometimes we thought of a very rare type of business, and it may be possible that the technology for that business is not available. Then it will be unfeasible for us to continue for that business. The next test is financial feasibility, means how the funds will be arranged. If the funds are arranged, then only we can continue that business. If funds are too much required in that particular business, then how we will continue? So the promoter take the test of financial feasibility. If finance is available, then we will go on for another further test, that is economic feasibility. And economic feasibility means whether we will earn profit on that particular business or not. If it is profitable, then we will go on for it. So in this step, we have to clear all 3 tests: technical feasibility, financial feasibility and economic feasibility. After that, he will initiate the process of name approval. So we have to apply to the registrar of companies for the name of company, and it must be, you must remember that while we are naming a company, it must include several distinct features from others. Means we cannot approve or we cannot take any name which is already existing. Suppose Reliance company is already existing, so we cannot start same type of business with same name. And there are certain restrictions also. We will discuss it in Google Meet, that which type of names are allowed or not. Means if we take any name which shows that it has a government patronage, then also that particular name will not be allowed to us. And we have to give 3 names to the registrar of companies, and priority wise we have to give it, like first of all we have to give name 1, then name 2, then name 3. If name 1 is not allowed, then they will allot us name 2. If it is also not allowed, then name 3. If all 3 are wrong, they will ask us for apply again. So after name approval, if name is approved by the registrar of companies, then promoter fix up the signatories to the memorandum of association, that who will sign the main documents of the company, that is memorandum of association, articles of association, and they have to give their consent also. Means suppose they may be the directors, first directors of the company, so they have to give it in written to the promoter that yes, I am ready to become the director of the company and I am ready to purchase the qualification shares. So such signatories must be fixed. Then after we have to appoint the professionals, like we need a chartered accountant, we need a legal advisor and bankers, brokers. There are long list of professionals, so we have to appoint them, we have to make a contract with them that how they will continue their services in our organization which is going to be formed. After their appointment, he will prepare necessary document, and it is very important process or step in this. He have to prepare mainly three types of document. First one is MOA or Memorandum of Association. The next one is Articles of Association, and last one is Consent of Directors. So these three documents must be prepared by the promoter. So this is the promotion stage where the promoter work for us in return of a commission or any type of remuneration. And what are these documents? We will study about them in the next class. So if you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you, students.